in the afternoon, we already have a quorum. Attorney Rob just told me that he's experiencing his audio problems. Attorney Frank, if you may assist daw po in facilitating.
Thank you, Atty. Irish. Okay, considering that there is already a quorum, perhaps we can already proceed with our meeting for today, and perhaps we can, in the interest of time, we can dispense with the roll call. And before that, can you confirm and certify, back secretariat, if we do have a quorum, how many of the members are present for today?
As of the moment, sir, we already have a quorum. We have our vice chairperson, Attorney Roberto Benaventura, Lieutenant Colonel Valentino Janela, Miss Amneris Gabriel is also here, Miss Diana Ines Briñez is also here, and Miss Jocelyn Ching is also here, sir. So our members are complete.
Okay, thank you. So we will now direct to proceed with the first agenda item for today, the Pre-Procurement Conference for the project entitled Expansion of Davao International Airport Passenger Terminal Building amounting to 700 million, which is a DOTR downloaded project. So this will be presented by ADMS and as end user. Attorney Bo, will you be the one presenting?
Mr. Chair, yes, I will be the one presenting for this project.
Okay, go ahead with your presentation, please. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I will be presenting the project entitled Expansion of Davao International Airport Passenger Terminal Building. This is a DOTR downloaded project. An overview of this project and the mock-up of the PTB expansion. So this shown on screen is the existing passenger terminal building of Davao International Airport with an existing floor area of 17,500 square meters. The project will be located there, shown on screen. It would be around 8,410 square meters. Again, highlighted on the screen is the area where the project will be constructed. So this is the perspective view of the project. The proposed area is the vacant lot as shown on screen, and that would be the exterior of the expanded passenger terminal building. So the expansion will be dedicated to international flights with the estimated seating capacity in the pre-dep area of 700 passengers, while the existing PTB will be dedicated to domestic flights. Now, this project already has an allotment from the DOTR in the amount of 700 million pesos as shown in the letter advice of allotment release dated December 18, 2018. So the contract amount for this project is 699,549,324 pesos and 15 centavos. The plans and drawings for this project are as follows. Mr. Chair, this would be the interior of the expanded passenger terminal building. For the scope of work, the project profile, the minimum requirements for this project, the technical personnel required would be 1 project manager, 1 project engineer, 1 material engineer, 1 electrical engineer, 1 mechanical engineer, 3 civil engineers, 1 architect, 1 sanitary engineer, 1 surveyor, 1 safety officer, and 1 nurse. The minimum equipment needed for this would be 2 cargo truck, 2 hydraulic excavator of backhoe, 2 generator sets, 4 transit mixers, 8 dump trucks, 1 water truck with water pump, one pneumatic roller, two wheel loader, two truck-mounted crane, one pump crate, and one trailer with tractor. And the number of calendar days to complete the project is 630 calendar days, inclusive of 60 rainy or unworkable days. For the scope of work, it would be mobilization, demobilization, general requirements for civil works, structural works, architectural works, mechanical and fire protection, sanitary works, electrical works, telecommunication, and special equipment, which comprises 100% of the direct total cost. Mr. Chair, I will be detailing the telecommunications and special equipment for this project, considering that all the other scope of work are the usual requirements for the construction of a new building. For the telecommunication, the project would already include the PABX telephone system, which would need to be complete with the installation, delivery, and all the accessories needed, as shown on screen. It would also include a cable TV system and a local area network. A Wi-Fi system as well is required for this project, an uninterruptible power supply, public address system, and a master clock system. Also included is the IP CCTV system, fire detection alarm system, and flight information display system. For the other special equipment needed for this project, elevators and escalators, which would also already include the service elevator, a baggage handling system, and a self-service check-in system. The PCAB license for this needed is large B license category AAA for building and industrial plant. For the eligible bidders, the bidder must have an experience having completed a single largest contract similar to this project, equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. Subcontracting is not allowed. For the certificate of site inspection, it must be signed by Engineer Rex Obsena, Airport Manager of Davao International Airport. It should also include a copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook with the entry name of the person who conducted the site inspection, and the picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or the officer in charge or his duly authorized representative. For the purpose of this project, a similar contract would refer to building, construction, improvement, rehabilitation, or repair. Now, the key personnel needed for this project would need to have an experience of minimum years shown on screen. General experience would be 5 years in general engineering, while relevant experience would be 3 years in building construction, improvement, rehabilitation, and repair. Next, upon signing of the contract agreement, the winning bidder shall also submit a construction schedule, bar chart and S-curve, PERT CPM network diagram, manpower schedule, construction methods, and equipment utilization schedule. No down payment is allowed for this project, and there would be a 2% withholding with the amount of 2% of the contract price would be withheld if the winning bidder would fail to produce the as-built drawings. Mr. Chair, the action requested from this committee is for the project entitled Expansion of Davao International Airport Passenger Terminal Building in the amount of 699,549,324 pesos and 15 cents be procured through public bidding.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney Bo. So at this juncture, uh, perhaps if uh, there are any questions from our members, if there is none, so perhaps we can ask probably for a motion. This is for posting Attorney Bo, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Members, please.
To the chair.
Yes, Ma'am Joyce.
Yes, sir. I move for the posting for the procurement of the project entitled Expansion of Davao International Airport Passenger Terminal Building through public bidding. Thank you.
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Joyce. Thank you, Ma'am Vani. So there has been a move for this project expansion of Davao International Airport passenger terminal building be posted and be procured through public bidding, and it was duly seconded. So the motion is carried. ADMS, please coordinate with the Secretariat for the necessary documentation for the posting of this project. I believe this is an urgent and a priority project, so closely coordinate with the BAC Secretariat for the immediate posting, please. Thank
Understood,
you.
Mr. Chair. Thank you.
So the next item of today's meeting is the presentation of the post-qualification report for the project entitled Asphalt Overlay of Runway and Runway Markings for the Tacloban Airport Development Project. I for the Tacloban Airport Development Project. So I think there has been an error for this for the notice. This is actually for the Calbayog Airport Development Project for the asphalt overlay for the Calbayog Airport Development Project. Back to
We-
Secretariat.
We apologize, sir, but yes, this is to manifest that there is an error in the agenda for the third agenda, sir. It is supposed to be for Calbayog, sir. We'll make the necessary rectification, sir, and we'll have another notice of meeting, the corrected one signed, sir. We apologize.
Yes, please do so, as we need to attach as well the notice of meeting in our the documentation of this project. So for this agenda item, I will be presenting the outcome of the post-qualification evaluation conducted by the technical working group. Attorney Irish, can you please confirm if you can now see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen, but there is yet no presentation.
Ano ba?
That one.
Okay. So again, on behalf of the technical working group, I will be presenting the post-qualification report for the project Asphalt Overlay of Runway, Asphalt Overlay of Road Network, and Runway Strip Embankment at Calbayog Airport. So the ABC of this project is 15,246,859 pesos and 51 centavos. And we opened the bids last March 22, 2022. And for this report, we conducted the post-qualification validation for the contractor Unimasters Conglomeration Incorporated. We submitted the lowest calculated bid in the amount of 10,976,819 pesos and 36 centavos. So here are the findings. First, for the eligibility documents, field trip certificate of registration, they submitted a platinum membership, which is valid until February 28, 2023. So it is responsive. For registration certificate from SEC, DTI, or CDA, the submission is for SEC certificate of registration with registration number 68954. which is issued last August 5, 1976, and this was already, they also have submitted an amended registration, so this is responsive. This is our mayor's permit. The mayor's permit issued by City of Tacloban, and it is valid until 31 December 2022, so it is responsive. For the tax clearance, the submitted tax clearance was issued last December 21, 2021, December 20, 2021, and it is valid until December 20, 2022, so it is responsive. For the PCAB license, the requirement for this project is small B license category C and D for the road, highway, pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structures, and bridges. And Unimaster submitted a large B license category AAA, and it is valid until June 30, 2022. So the submission is way beyond the requirement of the project, so it is responsive. For the SLCC, statement of all ongoing, for the statement of all ongoing government project, Unimaster submitted an 18 ongoing government infrastructure projects, and we conducted evaluation of each and every project, and we found no slippages more than -15% and no slippage more than -10%. So the submission is responsive. For the single largest completed contract, SLCC, the project is the submitted SLCC for this project is the preventive maintenance primary roads of Daang Maharlika, and this is a road construction or asphalt, and the project is located in Calbayog, Samar, Leyte, and the contract amount for this project is 32,818,747 pesos and 50 centavos. So the submitted SLCC is similar to the contract to be bid, and it is more than 50% of the ABC of the project, so it is responsive. For the audited financial statement, the submission is for fiscal year 2019-2020, and it is stopped received by BIR May 27, 2021, so it is responsive. For the bidder's computation of NFCC, the submitted MFCC in the amount of 6,699,408,475 pesos and 86 centavos. So the NFCC is more than the ABC of the project, so this is responsive. JV is not applicable in this particular case. For the technical documents, bid security, the Unimaster submitted a duly notarized bid securing declaration, so it is responsive. For the organizational chart, the org chart submitted by Unimaster met the minimum required technical personnel as per invitation to bid, so it is responsive. For the list of contractors personnel, the submission is also responsive as it met the required minimum technical personnel as per ITB. For the list of equipment, it is also responsive. The minimum required equipment as per invitation to bid was met. So for omnibus sworn statement, they submitted a duly notarized sworn statement, so it is responsive. Certificate of site inspection, it is also responsive. They submitted a site inspection certificate which was conducted by Mr. Reynaldo Navales last March 15, 2022, and the certificate was issued by Mr. Carmelito Escuada, the OIC of Calbayog Airport, so it's responsive. Company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, they attached the company ID of Mr. Navales, the project engineer of Unimaster Conglomeration, so it is responsive. For the photocopy of the airport visitors logbook, Calbayog Airport visitors logbook was attached with the entry name of Mr. Reynaldo Navales, so it is responsive. We go now to the financial document, financial bid form. The offered bid applying the 26.55% discount is 10,976,819 pesos and 36 centavos, and after bid evaluation, no arithmetical error was found. So the same amount as offered. So The calculated bid has a difference of 4,270,040 pesos and 15 centavos from the ABC of the project. So it is within the ABC, both the offered and the calculated bid. So the submission is responsive. For the bid of quantities, they submitted the BOQ in accordance with the bidding forms of the project, so it is responsive. For the bid proposal, it is also in accordance with the bidding forms, so it is responsive. Detailed estimates, the submission is in accordance with Section 9 of the bidding form, so it is responsive. For the summary sheets indicating materials, labor rates, and equipment rates, all the submitted forms are in accordance with the bidding forms, so it is responsive. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, the submission is also responsive. They submitted a cash flow by quarter which is in accordance with the bidding forms. The technical working group conducted a site inspection and validation at Tacloban City, the office of Unimaster's conglomeration, and we also inspected the equipment pledge, as well as pledge for the project and the ongoing projects of Unimaster's conglomeration. So they also submitted the post-qualification documents, and here are the evaluation of the submitted documents. For the latest income tax or business tax, they submitted the business tax period for January 2022. It is stamped received by BIR 18 February 2022, so this is responsive. For the other appropriate licenses, they resubmitted the Field Jet Certificate of Registration, pickup license, SEC registration, mayor's permits, and tax clearance. The submissions are current, valid, and these are the updated documents as submitted. So these are responsive submissions. For the latest audited financial statement, they submitted the audited financial statement for 2019-2020, and it is stamped received by BIR 27 May 2021, so it is responsive. For the key personnel, all the licenses and accreditation of the personnel to be assigned to the project are current and valid, so these are responsive submissions. So all in all, Mr. Chair, the proposal of Unimaster's Conglomerations Incorporated was evaluated to have offered the lowest calculated responsive bid for having complied with all the legal, technical, and financial requirements for this project. And considering that the offered bid as well as the calculated bid of the contractor are the same, the technical working group then recommended that the project be awarded to the project asphalt overlay of runway, asphalt overlay of road network, and runway strip embankment at Calbayog Airport be awarded to Unimaster's Conglomerations Incorporated, being the lowest calculated responsive bid in the amount of 10,976,819 pesos and 36 centavos for consideration and approval of the committee, Mr. Chair. So, at this point, we are opening the floor for any questions from our members, and if there is none, perhaps can we have a motion, please?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Ma'am Joyce.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I move to adopt the recommendation of the TWG to award the contract for the project asphalt overlay of runway, asphalt overlay of road network, and runway strip embankment at Calbayog Airport to Unimaster's Conglomeration, being the lowest calculated responsive bid. Thank you.
Any second, please?
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Joyce. Thank you, Ma'am Vani. So, it has been moved and duly seconded. The project asphalt overlay of runway, asphalt overlay of road network, and runway strip embankment at Calbayog Airport is hereby awarded to Unimasters Conglomeration Incorporated in the amount of 10,976,819 pesos and 36 centavos. So the motion is carried. So, Secretariat, do we have other matters?
Sir, there are no other matters in the agenda, sir.
So there having no other matters to be discussed for this afternoon's Back Charlie meeting, we can now call this meeting. We can now adjourn the meeting. So thank you everyone for attending.
Thank you po.
Thank you po. Thank you,
sir.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.